CA warriors and future chartered accountants. Welcome back to another power packed episode of the WoW series, Words of Wisdom, brought to you by the Winners Circle, your go to CA community by CA students, of CA students, and for CA students. The Winners Circle's debut initiative is an anthology called Education, which represents the hopes and struggles of CA students from across India. At TWC, we consider each other family and we aim to connect, inspire, and elevate each other on this incredible CA journey. And speaking of incredible CA journeys, do we have a guest for you today? I am Kusha Sharma, your host for this episode, and it's a privilege to host you all. Imagine this. It's 14th July 2022. You woken up before dawn at 6 a.m. to check your CA final results, and boom! Not only have you passed, but you've secured an All India rank 4, the first CA in your family after 33 years. And before I continue with his achievements, let me tell you, you are not prepared. He's currently ruling the venture capital world as Vice President of Investments at Six Sense Ventures, India's first and largest consumer-focused venture capital fund. Before conquering investments, he spent over 4.5 years at Deloitte, shining in strategy and audits, from buy side diligence for Japanese MNCs and GDP boosting state strategies to earning the Dot of Fame award 3 times. Talk about consistency. If I had to list all of his achievements tonight, we'd be sitting here till the next attempt. But here's what makes tonight's guest truly special. He's also a singer, a lyricist, a performer, founding member of the Rotaract Club of Bombay Harbour, and he also guides CA students like you and me on TopMate, with obviously a perfect 5-star rating. From HR College to AIR 20 in Inter, AIR 4 in Final, and CFA Level 1 at 90 percentile, to now shaping India's consumer brands, his path represents not just quantity but also quality. So, with high energy and enormous gratitude, let's welcome this AIR legend, VC visionary, and a true force to be reckoned with, CA Akshat Jain. Now, our TWC members Dharan and Tuba will move forward with the questions.
Firstly, thank you so much for the introduction. You guys have really put in some, genuine efforts. मेरी information निकालने के लिए कि before 6 a.m. and all. Some of these things I'm sure even I had forgotten, but thanks for reminding me. So yeah.
Okay, welcome, sir, to the Winner's Circle WoW series. Moving ahead with the very first question. Every person has a why behind their choices. What was your reason for choosing chartered accountancy in the first place?
So see, chartered accountancy as such, even my dad is a CA. So always it was part of the family and it was talked about. But I, during my school days, also really liked science. But still, after 10th standard, I just felt that commerce is something, business is something where I'm more focused on. So I didn't take this, call to do C on day one, but I went step by step. After 10th, I didn't want to do physics as such, so engineering nahi karni thi, even though I was good at it, but commerce mein kuch karna tha. And then after 12th, the natural transition was to do CA. Because in commerce, you don't have as many, detailed oriented things like CA, wherein, CA banne ke baad you can get into investments also, typical tax audit type profiles also, investment banking profiles also. So it's just a mix of these things that made me take CA.
Truly, sir. I am also coming from a Gujarati family, and you also know कि Gujaratis कितने business related होते हैं, मतलब कितने business
Yeah,
enthusiastic होते हैं. So मेरी भी kind of a story बहुत relative है, and I'm like कि wow, I got someone similar to me. So,
yeah,
sir,
yeah.
from being a CA student to becoming the all India rank for chartered accountant, Akshat Jain, sir, while speaking, I am also getting goosebumps. So, how these journeys shaped you, in both professional and personal?
सो सी यार सी की जर्नी जो होती है वो मतलब एक लाइफ लॉन्ग वाली जर्नी होती है. even though it was only 4 years. But till date, even though it's been 3 years since I've qualified, till date it shapes, what I do and how I do things. So main तो hustle करना सिखाता है CA. I remember Aman Gupta, who's the founder of Boat and a Shark. Even he'd mentioned कि CA ने उनको कुछ सिखाया तो hustle करना सिखाया. एंड दैट इज सो ट्रू बिकॉज जब आप सीए फाइनल की पढ़ाई करते हो तब आप आर्टिकलशिप जो एक ऑलरेडी फुल टाइम जॉब है उसके साथ आप अपनी सीए फाइनल की पढ़ाई अपने ट्यूशंस भी देखते हो सो यू डू अंडरस्टैंड कि हसल कैसे करना है और मल्टीटास्किंग कैसे करना है एक बार में कि ठीक है सो दीज थिंग्स हैव रियली हेल्प मी टुडे सो इवन टुडे इफ I have a full-time investing job. On the side, I have created my own content creation journey. So these things go a long way.
That's truly inspiring, sir. I hope many students, you are truly an inspiration for many students. You have you have been through both sides of the CA world, rigorous exams and demanding work life at Deloitte. What key habits or mindsets helped you thrive through both?
Um, so see, I think in life, prioritize करना जरूरी है. So I remember when I had, started my articleship. तो काफी एक अच्छी फीलिंग थी कि यार कमा है पहली बार लाइफ में अभी स्टाइपेंड मत पूछना मुझसे बट फिर भी एक अच्छी फीलिंग होती है यू स्टार्टेड टू अर्न सो you when you've started to do that you always want to make a name out of for yourself uh, amongst the team that you work amongst the department of the organization that you want to work at so that makes you put in your best efforts over there right so that's how पहले मैंने आर्टिकलशिप पर फोकस किया during the first few months of my CA final journey and then later on once my exams got nearer I knew कि CA final करने का मौका बार बार मिलता नहीं है एंड बहुत लोगों को मिलता नहीं है राइट सो एंड एक ही लाइफ है सो wanted to do something out of it wanted to you know just in my family after my dad there's been no CA so just wanted to ensure that there's some bit of spark also some things that my parents remember कि कोई उनको से अक्षत जैन का पेरेंट कह रहा है so these are very small things right where you feel grateful कि ये आपके पेरेंट्स के साथ हो रही है so these mindsets help you put in the hard yards
तो सर आपने एक सेंटेंस में से बोला कि लाइक एवरीवन शुड पुट 100% ऑफ देयर बेस्ट मतलब सबका बेस्ट अपने आप को 100% एक में डाल देना चाहिए सर बेसिकली नाउअडेज पीपल आर पुटिंग ऑल अबाउट देयर लाइफ इन सोशल मीडिया like they are
Mhm.
expressing but at the same time it is a big distraction and sir you have very much meaningful online presence so how do you maintain discipline while staying digitally active
so typically आप सीए फाइनल के समय की बात कर रहे हो या इन जनरल
in general and also see a final
सो सी सीए फाइनल में तो यार आई थिंक I was one of those lockdown kids. मेरा सीए फाइनल अटेम्प्ट वाज May 22 राइट सो हमारी पूरी पढ़ाई लॉकडाउन के समय ही हुई थी एंड लॉकडाउन के समय आप फोन के बिना तो रह नहीं सकते आई एम श्योर अभी भी नहीं रह सकते बट उस समय तो फॉर एवरीथिंग राइट यू रिक्वायर्ड योर फोन एंड लैपटॉप सो इट वाज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट and my typically I am hooked to all Instagram and YouTube and all I think the algorithm wins over me always but still मैंने consciously efforts लिए थे कि like अगर मैं एग्जाम के 10 महीने पहले अगर मेरा फोन पे स्क्रीन टाइम अगर से 6 घंटा है पर डे सो आई यूज टू मॉनिटर दैट एंड देन ग्रेजुअली जब 6 महीने बाकी रहे एग्जाम्स के तब वो 6 घंटे से 4 घंटे फिर 2 घंटे एंड देन एग्जाम्स के समय less than an hour tak I had gotten it. So you gradually need to do that. डे वन पे आप 6 घंटे से 40 मिनट पे नहीं पहुंच पाओगे सो इट वॉज अ वेरी ग्रेजुअल कॉन्शियस जर्नी दैट आई हैड अंडरटेकन एंड इंस्टाग्राम पे आई केप्ट ऑल्सो दैट टाइमर 40 मिनट्स वाला प्लस फोन को आई हैड केप्ट इट इन सच प्लेसेस जहां से वो इजिली मिले नहीं मुझे लाइक से मॉम को दे दिया उन्होंने अलमारी में रख दी या फिर कोई अवन में रख दिया so these things of course you should do you should do it when the time requires it, which is closer to your exams, and rest of it, like baki time pe, of course you can enjoy life also. Talking about it now, um, so yeah, honestly, after qualification, we live in a world where social media is as important as anything, right? So you can't be excluded from social media, but you also need to have a balance of humor in your life along with something productive. So that's where you have to constantly make the right choices. कि यार मैं अगर Instagram या YouTube पे कोई चैनल फॉलो कर रहा हूँ तो is that a productive channel या फिर वो brain rot वाला content है. So that balance needs to be important. You can't have 100% knowledgeable gyan wale channels also. You can't have 100% brain rot content also. So you need to keep a mix. And yeah, I think some hobbies in real life, help you. So if say you're, passionate about a sport or passionate about dancing, so that helps you manage your social media time.
True, sir. Like your discipline and choices is what you made.
Yeah.
You have transitioned from audits to at Deloitte to strategic investment at Sixth Sense Ventures. What skills or lessons from your CA journey prove most valuable in this shift?
Um, I think because I was in audit, so day one से हम लोग उधर financial statements के बारे में ही deal करते थे. And even when you come to investing side, so you typically have to deal with a lot of financial statements, right? On a monthly basis, that too, because the private companies will be giving you their MISs, and then you're supposed to track their financial performances, their metrics, and that's where things like audit helps you a lot, wherein you used to go through the financial statements in depth. So that gives you an understanding also, and that gives you, an ability to even predict ki how a particular item will move going ahead. So basically, from an analytical standpoint, I think audit helps you a lot, and also from a CA final uh, curriculum standpoint, I would say AFM. AFM is very important if you want to, get into investing, because topics like IRR are like just very important. The basis of any investment decision stands upon IRR. I'll just say that.
Truly, sir. मतलब अगर Deloitte से from a Deloitte to becoming a venture capitalist, one should have all the knowledge. So
Yeah.
you have done your BCom, you have done your CFA level one, you have been in a Deloitte, you have a Six Sense Venture. So sir, what hobbies or creative pursuits keep you balanced and inspired?
Sure, sure. So I remember जब मेरा CA final भी हो रहा था, so it wasn't like उस समय आर्टिकलशिप 3 साल की होती थी. Now it's 2 years for you guys, right? So it wasn't like कि मेरा जैसे ही इंटर खत्म हो गया, I started my final coaching and all, because वैसा नहीं हुआ, because I would just get burnt out by year 2 or year 3 of my final. So even at that time, I am very passionate about acting. So I had joined an acting workshop इधर बॉम्बे में. There's this acting workshop of Anupam Kher, so I joined that during the lockdown to explore that also. I am incredibly, fanatic about cricket. So along with my friend, I'd also started a cricket talk show during COVID. And even currently, like I have enrolled myself in all these dancing workshops and all, and I regularly perform also on stage. So that's what you need to have a balance of everything in your life. Otherwise, if you just keep upon just working or pursuing your studies, then at one point of time you're gonna get burnt out. All, of course, when your exams are nearby, say exams with 6 महीने ही है, तब you need to prioritize something. But उससे पहले, when you have some time with yourself, you need to balance it out, in a way कि exams भी suffer नहीं करे और तुम burnt out भी नहीं हो. So yeah.
Truly agreed, sir. Like as you mentioned, these must have hobbies and activities. Many students limit themselves to academics during CA prep. So, do you
Hmm.
believe engaging in co-curricular or creative activities plays a vital role in developing an confidence and perspective to a student?
Definitely, definitely, because see, of course, clearing CA is the most important thing that goes without saying, right? And I
Yes.
don't need to, tell anyone this. But after you clear your CA, say if you're in an interview and there are two candidates, both, have cleared their CA with whatever similar scores, have similar profiles, but one candidate can speak better, the other can't articulate themselves as well as the first one, right? So in that case, the employer is not gonna look at your CA marks or your AFM or FR marks. They're gonna see कि client के सामने अगर किसी को बिठाऊंगा, so who is more presentable, who can ask questions better, who can channel their thoughts better. So that's where uh, doing stints like public speaking in your CA days, paper presentation in your CA days, networking in your CA days, that helps you. I think hobbies होना बहुत जरूरी है, because hobbies actually act as a motivation, for you to get done with your C exams jaldi se. So
Yes.
so मेरे समय I remember I was so done by the end of those 3 years कि I was like यार अपनी hobbies pursue करनी है, कहीं घूमने जाना है, तो I do not want to give one more attempt. Okay, तो ये एक attempt में max मेहनत करेंगे, and then देखते हैं फिर क्या होता है. So yeah.
Sir,
Okay.
like it's so inspiring also, and we should take a note of this also as well. And sir, you are like very vocal about the growth of the CA students, right? What are your thoughts on initiatives like the winner circles? Like what brings young minds together to express their thoughts, their stories, and their write-ups?
So I think it's a very well thought out initiative, because I'll just say कि CA students, somewhere I feel कि उनको राइट गाइडेंस की जो जरूरत होती है ना, वो उनको मिलती नहीं. इवन दो इट्स अवेलेबल ऑन सोशल मीडिया, बट through creating more and more forums like this only, we can ultimately reach out to more people, right? And I would say कि if through the winner circle, if you guys can even inspire 5 future CAs, so I think that's a job well done by each of you, right? Plus the fact that you guys are balancing all of this along with your CA final, your articleship. So I'm sure this gives you great management skills, which will help you in your journey after C also.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for your best
Yeah.
wishes to us. And like as you said, with recognition comes opinions. How do you usually handle constructive criticism or feedback? And what exactly a constructive criticism means to you?
So I think, see, in life, of course, you are gonna get feedback about everything that you're gonna do. Uh, but you should always take it with a good spirit. Assess ki yaar, should I work on this? Should I not work on this? And then ultimately, with a very unbiased opinion, you should see for yourself whether doing that would make sense or not. Right?
Yes.
So one is that, and secondly, I would just say that, say if I'm starting content creation right now, right? So there are many content creators who are, say, more well positioned, or have been creating content for much longer than I have also. So I'm also, even though I might be a CA in some other world, a VC in some other world, but in the field of content creation, I'm still relatively new. So I should be open to, understanding and learning new things from other people. Because life में आप चाहे कोई sport खेल लो, dancer बन जाओ, CA कर लो, but there will be few people who are more experienced than you or are more accomplished than you, right? Very frankly, right? And that's true for each of us, right? So whenever someone gives us feedback from a good, taste, we should take it, and then we should honestly assess कि यार ये करना चाहिए या नहीं. So yeah.
Sir,
That's
very down to earth thoughts. And sir, you are also down to earth, but it is at the same time you are a vice president of Sixth Sense Venture. So can you tell us more about the experience or what excites you most about working in an investment and a startup ecosystem?
So I think when you're working in an investment, and that were an early stage startup ecosystem, you get exposed to trends much more than other people are, right? सो अगर से क्विक कॉमर्स बड़ा हो रहा है या क्विक कॉमर्स में क्या चीजें वर्कआउट कर रही है फ्रॉम अ बिजनेस स्टैंड पॉइंट, राइट? सो वी गेट टू नो दैट relatively deeper and before other people. So these things really excite me. At Six Sense, I manage companies like Bombay Shaving Company, Uppercase, Just Dogs. So most of these companies, like say, pet space is something very new to me, right? I have never had a pet around me. So just to understand businesses which in real life you would have just seen on Shark Tank, just to understand them, it makes you feel grateful, and yeah, you get to learn a lot from that experience.
Really great, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, in your recent LinkedIn post just a week ago, maybe you announced the CA Scholarship Fund, a powerful step towards ensuring that talent, not circumstances, shapes one's future. What inspired you to launch this initiative, and how does it connect to your own journey from being a student to becoming a mentor and leader in the CA community?
Sure. So, see, I'm very lucky to, have a good set of friends with me. So, one of them only one morning had come across this LinkedIn post of a girl from, very small town uh, whose family wasn't as financially secure to even fund her education or see education, and she herself only used to do coaching for students, earn some money and use that for her CA registration and all. So just getting inspired from such people, we just thought कि यार अगर if there's one person like this, we are very sure कि there would be 100 more unspoken voices who would be doing the exact same, right? And like if we have become CAs and if we are earning something, so I think it becomes our moral responsibility also to give back something, right?
Yes.
To the very profession that has made all of us. So it was that exact thing, and yeah, lucky to be surrounded by such guys who also have such similar thought processes. So that made us start this. So where we are initially looking to fund tuition fees, ICI registration fees of mainly CA inter students start में, because we feel कि CA inter students relatively have no source of income, and are also, I would say, more naive. Like naive in the sense they are more new, right? CA फाइनल तक जब आप पहुंच जाते हो, एटलीस्ट एक सम अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ सीए आप में बैठ जाती है, राइट? बट
Yes.
सीए इंटर का जो बच्चा होता है, ही इज स्टिल वेरी न्यू, उसने बस सीए फाउंडेशन और 12th स्टैंडर्ड ही दिया हुआ है. सो वी जस्ट थॉट ऑफ स्टार्टिंग दिस.
That's such a meaningful initiative, sir. And it really resonates with what we at the Winner's Circle are doing too. Like our anthology project is a non-profit venture, and all the books net proceeds will be direct towards the CA student scholarship. So
Yeah.
really great to hear that. So for
Yeah.
the next round, like sir, we have the very rapid fire round. So for that, I
Okay.
would request you to give answer very rapidly, whatever first
Acha.
instincts you get.
Sure. This is like coffee with Karan feels now.
Somewhat.
uh,
Okay, so my very first question would be reels or revisions? What wins your screen time?
Reels.
All of us. And
Yeah.
if your life was a movie, what would be its title?
um Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum, is it?
Oh, and sir, as you mentioned earlier, like you are very much interested into acting. So, is there any famous dialogue of yours or anything that inspired you?
mm, Not a particular dialogue, but I really love Hrithik Roshan. So Hrithik Roshan and his dance moves, like that is something I can't, ever get beyond of. So
Yeah,
that,
yeah, that's crazy.
yeah.
What's your go-to stress buster during your study breaks?
During study breaks, it's gonna be walking outside, say at Marine Drive, and just listening to some music, just cut off from the world.
That's so calm and peaceful. It must be.
Yeah.
uh, what would be your choice, rank or recognition? What means more to you?
I think rank.
One quote or mantra that keeps you going.
Believe and you're halfway there.
Like if you wouldn't be a CA, then what would CA Akshat Jain would be? Like Akshat Jain would be.
Full-time content creator.
Oh, that's really nice. And your contents are really nice, sir, I must say.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
What would
So,
you choose? A friend circle or winner circle?
friend circle or winner circle?
Yeah,
I think I've made few friends over here tonight, so I think it's the same only winner circle, friend circle.
that's so sweet of you, sir.
Uh,
So yeah, the rapid fire round is over. And sir, if
yeah.
you allow, we would like to open floor for our audience as well to ask a few questions with you.
Okay. Sure. 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 I didn't know there's an audience. I thought they're like, sure.
Yeah. So there is this first question from Vedahi.
Hmm.
You were the first with Deloitte in audits, then shifted to consulting and VP at Six Sense Ventures. Usually,
Hmm.
people with audit domains do not get a easy switch to VC fund. So, how did you do it?
So see, ऑडिट तो मैंने आर्टिकलशिप के समय किया था एंड आर्टिकलशिप में नेचुरली यू गेट मोस्ट पीपल गेट ओनली टू चॉइसेस राइट ईदर ऑडिट और टैक्स सो एज सच इफ यू डिड योर आर्टिकलशिप इन ऑडिट it shouldn't be a hurdle later on to get into VC. That being said, if other post CA, if you're starting your career with audit, then it can become slightly more challenging to get into a tier one VC fund. But even at that time, if you display some inclination towards investments, like say CFA or just from say if you have made many theses around sectors around startups and if you can display that to your interviewer so then you stand a chance.
Okay, thank you, sir. Next question is how would you suggest anyone who has faced multiple attempts at inter or final level?
Okay. So see, एक तो I'll say कि firstly you need to assess where you're going wrong, right? So say if you've gotten inter में if say in tax you've gotten something like 35, so you should always check your certified copies. Where have you gone wrong? What have you not answered right? And you should then also check. You guys have so many free resources, right? Like there's YouTube wherein countless rankers would have
Yeah,
uploaded their C inter tax strategies. मैंने भी एक
true.
video डाला हुआ है on my channel like 3 years back. So there's abundant content available right now. Make the best use of it, right? So एक तो वो करो. And secondly, you need to give more and more papers also. You need to write more and more papers, right? You can't straight
Yeah.
away just you know uh, write your first paper in the exam hall. Before that, there needs to be some mock practice. So that also you need to be taking care of. And thirdly, I would say that if a particular concept, if you aren't understanding, so don't hesitate, but keep asking doubts, right? To your faculties, to your friends. You guys have Chat GPT also now. There's just no reason to, not ask or not get as much clarity.
Yeah. As you mentioned, sir, ChatGPT, we have another question on that. Can you
Hmm.
please tell us the impact of AI in the field of finance?
Yeah. So here, AI का impact. So I think all of you will, of course, be hearing about it day to day. So AI definitely has a big impact on audit,
Yeah.
especially because पहले जो आप manually इतने processes run करते थे, 10 processes run करते थे to verify figures right or not.
Yeah.
So now I think AI can do that with an entire work paper in like 2-3 minutes, right? So that definitely is there. But what can help you differentiate is if you can get some analytical, brain inside of it.
Yeah.
If you just don't do all the manual or the mechanical procedures, but if you can just bring out some insights out of that also, right? Some decision making with the data that you can do. So that
Yeah.
helps you to stand out. And that's where, in an industry like say VC also, in VC also with whatever data, whatever research you've done, you ultimately have to make a decision. So that decision making capacity is something that all of us need to inculcate in ourselves.
Yeah, that's really great, sir. Next question is also, sir, if someone starts their career with in IB or with VC funds, there is a huge hierarchy starting as analyst. So, how did you become VC at such an early age?
So I would say that at Six Sense, like our organization is very, very lean, right? So we just have 6 to 7 people in our investment team. That's all, right? And 6 to 7 people are managing more than 5,000 crores worth of investor money. So it's a very lean team. It's much leaner than other venture capital, other PE funds for sure. And when you have such a lean team, so you are also given much more responsibilities, even when you're a beginner, even when you're a starter to the fund.
Yes.
So yeah, that's how.
Does finance qualifications like CFA, FRM necessary for getting into core finance and IB domains, or you can get the starting jobs with CA qualification only? Also, you have cleared CFA level 1. So, how did that give you an edge in your industry above CA?
Sure, sure. So see, you need to assess key when you've done your CA. See, I've done my CA, got a rank. So then, as such, I didn't have to give something like an FRM or pursue all the three levels of CA of CFA. Sorry, as such. Even without doing that, I got an entry into the VC world. That is courtesy of CA rank. But say if you don't have a rank, right, which is quite fair. So in that case, to get an edge over the other candidates, you can consider doing CFA, right? If you want to break in into these core finance jobs. Other Another route could be कि आपने CA निकाल लिया, say CA निकाल लिया with first attempt or 1 or 2 attempts, then you can also start at a boutique investment bank, right? Like a smaller investment bank. You learn over there. You drive some very good projects, some very good deals over there, and then again you can shift to a bigger investment bank from there. So these are some of the ways.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, we got two more questions. If
Sure.
you allow, yeah. One question is, if you had to distill your CA final preparation into a single, non-negotiable habit or practice that contributed most to your rank, what would it be?
Um, this Actually, there are just many habits, but I would say not a habit typically, but a thought process of perseverance, right? कि even if I score less in one exam, say audit के कोई एग्जाम में 50 से कम स्कोर कर लिया, right? So you shouldn't panic after that. You should always realize that there are people before me also who have gone on to do very well in life, who would have taken multiple attempts, or who would have say gotten less than 40, 50 in audit, but they still went on to do brilliant things in life. And there will be many people after me also who will get less than 40, less than 15 audit. So it's fine, right? You shouldn't pressurize yourself a lot over that habit. So just take things lightly. Always focus on the controllables. MS Dhoni says this: key focus on the controllables, not on the results. I think that's the most apt thing.
Surely, sir, noted that.
Yeah.
Sir, would love to know your experience at MDP program at IML.
So MDP was fantastic. It We were one of those lucky batches. I think we were the first batch after COVID जिनका physical MDP हुआ था. बाकी सबका वो Zoom पे हो रहा था. So it was just really amazing because you had like more than 50 freshly passed out CAs जिन्होंने काफी मेहनत की, काफी पढ़ा, and finally they were getting to live like a college life, even if it was for 15 days. एंड
Yeah.
एटलीस्ट आई एम फ्रॉम बॉम्बे. इतनी कॉलेज लाइफ देखी नहीं थी, इतने बड़े बड़े कैंपसेस देखे नहीं थे, मुंबई में जगह नहीं है. सो गोइंग टू एन आई एम लाइक दैट was really a different experience. Where the campuses are bigger than, I don't know, so many localities of Bombay, right? And
Yeah.
plus there's no traffic also, so of course. So it was a great experience. You get to live your college life. Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. Hope you like this session.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. Thanks for having me.
I would like to hand over the mic to our official MOC, Kusha Sharma.
What an absolutely incredible session that was. So, you literally blown our minds today with your insights, your journey, and your genuine passion for helping other CA students and also your passion for learning. I read a quote somewhere once that said that there are some people who win once and they never win again. And there's a separate category of people who win at winning. And I feel like you come in the second category of people. So I just want to say that thank you so much for being so generous with your time and your wisdom today. Your journey from AIR 4 to now the VP of Six Sense Ventures is truly inspirational. And I know that everybody who's watching this session is going to walk away with some very actionable insights. Also, I want to thank you for being such a proud and inspiring TWC ambassador. And once our anthology is published, we will officially give you a token of gratitude on behalf of the entire TWC team. Also, to all of our amazing viewers, I hope you're feeling as pumped as I am right now. We just heard from someone who transformed from a CA student just like us to becoming a venture capital leader making $1 million investment decisions. So, thank you to everybody who was present here on and who stayed till the end of this conversation. If this inspired you, smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and share this video with every CA students who needs to hear this message today. Drop your biggest takeaway in the comments below because we love hearing from you.
Sir,
Yeah.
if you,
I'll just
yeah,
say one thing.
yeah,
So you mentioned that there are some people who win at winning, but I'll tell you honestly, right? There are many people who seem like overachievers from a from far, but they have failed a lot in life, right? And that's the same for me also. But what these people know well is to bounce back after failing. So you guys should watch this, clip of Roger Federer, one of his speeches, where he says that he might have won 80% of his matches, but he won only 54% of the points that he played. So
yeah.
he lost almost every second point, but he still didn't give up and he bounced back to win those matches. So just wanted to add that.